Good morning, friends. Welcome to another 7-day stats edition of Josh Brenner's Estates. This is the 7-day stats for the week of April 25th through May 1st. Okay, happy May to everybody. So what I want to share with you guys today, I want to focus in, we're going to talk about all of Ventura County and all of Los Angeles County again, because I want to see if there's any continuity between the markets. We're going to zoom in on the homes that have closed recently in the last 7 days. The reason I want to focus on these homes is because these are the homes that have been in escrow and just closed their escrow and changed possession in the last 35 to 40 days. They just sold 30 to 45 days ago. We are now ending week 6 of the stay-at-home order. So these are the homes that were selling right in the beginning of the stay-at-home order, at the beginning of the quarantine. So I think it's important to zoom in on these homes and see what actually happened. Did they sell above their asking price? Did they sell below? I know specifically for me, 2 listings that I most recently closed last week sold above ask. Okay, they went over asking price. And we had put those into escrow right at the start of the stay-at-home order. So we had seen multiple offers. These homes were in the price point of 600 to 700,000. I think that price point, there's a lot of people looking to get into that market specifically. There's never been much inventory in it in the last few years. And I think people now more than ever see the importance of having to own a home. So that market, it's like, unfortunately to say, in Southern California, that's sort of like a starter home market. That's a big price for a lot of people. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to jump in to the market of, let's see, where's my screen share go? There we go. Okay, here we are. All right, so here's my market watch. This is all the stats for the last 7 days. Let's go over it. New listings, we have 1,306. Again, this is all of Los Angeles and Ventura County. Price changes, this could be either increase or decrease. We have 662. So people are they're actively changing their price, trying to get sold. Back on the market, we got 457. These were homes that were on hold, and they have now decided it's time to sell. Okay, let's check out what sold. We have 643 active under contract. Those just went under contract. They have not removed their contingencies yet. Pending 675. Now that's a great number. That is showing that we have almost an equal amount of homes selling as to what's coming on the market. So in effect, we are sort of seeing a balanced market right now. Closed, we have 943. Okay, that's a big number. That's a great sign, because even though loans are a little bit tougher to get right now, homes are still selling. People are still out there buying and actively looking. Expireds, we have 411. Those are growing. There's always a part of the inventory of the market that for whatever reason fails to sell. 217 people decided to go on hold, which has been completely consistent with the last few weeks that we've been following. And the same thing with the withdrawals. We've been seeing almost about half of the amount of people that go on hold decide to go off the market. Okay, so let's talk about, last week we looked at the price changes, and we were looking to see, we noticed a lot of reductions going on. So let's take a quick look at that again. Okay, let's change that to 100. And you see there's green and red. Green means that prices are going up, that the seller has increased their price. Red is seller has decreased their price. So we're seeing less red. There's more people that are actually increasing their price. And then as we get into it, we're going to see more and more and more red. So prices are adjusting. Okay, sellers are reducing. This is not uncommon. Okay, this is pretty common. A lot of people when they decide to put their home on the market, more often than not, they tend to try and price their home a little bit higher than what they think they can get as a negotiation tactic. That's not always the best tactic. When I talk to my sellers, I always present them with 3 different strategies that I like to use for selling their home. The first one would be, let's price it a little bit above market. We'll see if we can get that needle in the haystack buyer that really loves your home and is willing to pay a little bit more. Second strategy would be, let's figure out what market value is, price it right at market value, and see what the market says about our price. Third strategy, and this is what my most savvy sellers generally choose, is they want to price themselves a little bit under market. And what that does is that presents them as the best deal in the neighborhood. Now, when you're the best deal in the neighborhood, you get the most eyeballs on your property, you get the most attention, and then that's what drives in multiple offers. And then what happens is, as you get the multiple offers, you create a bidding war that will most of the time get you a little bit more than market value. Instead of listing high and then negotiating down, these savvy sellers are listing a little bit low and then letting the buyers fight it out and bring their price up. Okay, so that's always my advice, is figure out what market is, come in a little bit underneath it, and let everybody bid for your home. All right, now let's take a look at the closed. This is what we really want to see right now. These are the homes that were put into escrow right at the beginning of the stay-at-home order. Now, you're going to see, here we go again at the beginning, there's a lot of green. The first page looks like there might even be more green. What the green means is these homes sold for more money than what their list price was. They sold higher than ask, okay? Higher than ask. All right, let's go to the second page and see what happened. We've got red and green, red and green. This one looks pretty even. Okay, we're gonna pick a couple of these properties real quick. And let me see, let's go out over here. Let's see what number 9 has to say. Okay, we got more. These sold for a little less than ask. Okay, we got a lot of red right here with some green. And then let's go on the last page. Okay, so let's pick a couple properties. Here's one in Woodland Hills, Nora Lynn Drive. What a coincidence. I happen to grow up on this street. Okay, this is in Valley Circle Estates. If you know the Valley Circle Boulevard in Victory, Victory goes all the way up to the top of the hill where there's now a trailhead into Thompson Ranch. So let's see what 5961 Nora Lynn Drive was all about. Okay, list price was $1,700,000, just about 1,695, and it sold for 70,000 less. Okay, it took 183 days to sell. This property has a nice pool, very nice yard. These are big homes built by Robert Zuckerman. He was a fantastic builder. I grew up across the street from him. I felt very fortunate to know him. These are awesome houses, guys. So check that out. That's what you get in one of the best areas of Woodland Hills for 1.6 million. Okay, in Southern California, that's a good deal. All right, and this house isn't even updated, so they probably could have caught if they'd updated their home a few hundred grand more. All right, let's go back and let's find another house. That one sold for less. This one, let's see, Pinecone Circle. This one's in Porter Ranch. Porter Ranch is an area sort of around Chatsworth and Northridge, up in the hill over there. If you'll remember from a few years ago, they had the gas leak. Okay, this is a very desirable area because people like the schools. The public schools for Porter Ranch are charter and they're top notch. So this one was for sale for $956,000, ended up selling for about 10 grand more, $373 a square foot. This is a 2,587 square foot home. Let's see what you get. Okay, these are newer constructions. So everything is much more modern than the last house that we looked at. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's a community pool in the area included in your HOA. And that is 20828 Pinecone Circle. All right, let's take a look at one more. Kind of randomly pick one over here. Let's go to the middle of the list. Let's see what we got. How about, let's see, we looked at one for $1 million. Let's see what's going on at a little bit higher price point. We have Diamond Ave. Okay, and this is South Pasadena. All right, again, another very highly desirable area. They have good schools, a lot of cool stuff going on in Pasadena with Old Town and such. And you got the Rose Bowl, typically a strong economy out there. This home was listed just under $2 million, and look at that. It sold for $2,126,000. That's $763 a square foot for a home that's almost 2,800 square feet. So you can see that is an extremely highly desirable area. What this says to me is when the right home comes on the market, you're going to get a lot of attention. If you price it right, it's going to sell for more than market value. This is a beautiful home. Check this out. I currently have a couple homes that I've sold near Pasadena. It's been quite interesting learning about the area and going out there. There's a lot of historical homes out there with some tremendous architecture. Look at this. This is fantastic, right? You get everything is updated. You've got the modern white cabinets, farmhouse sink. You get the stainless steel appliances. Everything looks high end. And that's 2.1 million in Pasadena that sold for 125 over asking price. There's a lot of pictures of this house. Okay, awesome. So we got a kind of mixed bag. I would call it a balanced market. Let me stop sharing the screen. It looks like it's a pretty balanced market to me. It really matters if you are selling right now or thinking about selling where you price your home, because now more than ever, people are looking for the best value in the market because of the uncertainty in the economy. And of course, they want to see updates. They want to see that you've upgraded the home, because since the interest rates are so attractive still, they're in the low threes, which is insane. That's incredible. They don't want to have to come out of pocket and pay extra money to update the home. They'd rather just finance that into the cost of the house. So if you would like to have a buyer or seller strategy meeting, I would love to meet with you virtually online or over the phone at first. We are still showing properties. We are still selling properties, obviously. We're doing it very safely. We're wearing masks. We're wearing gloves. We're using sanitizers and wipes for all the doorknobs. And we have a special protocol to make sure that when we show a home, all the doors are already open, all the lights are already on, so nobody has to touch anything. Please get in contact with me. My info will be in the Facebook. You can call me at 818-669-8364. Again, this is Josh Brenner with Compass Real Estate. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. This was the 7-day stats for April 25th through May 1st. A lot of interesting information. It's a rapidly changing market, guys. I'd love to meet with you. Get in touch with me. I need to get you into escrow by June. All right, take care.